Men, listen closely. Some women will test you, manipulate you, or take advantage of your energy without you even realizing it. In modern dating, recognizing the signs that a woman is playing you for a fool is critical to protecting your respect, authority, and emotional energy. Ignoring these signals can lead to wasted time, frustration, and diminished attraction. Women rarely announce their intentions outright. Instead, they use subtle cues, patterns, and behaviors to see if you are attentive, confident, and assertive, or easily manipulated. The way a woman communicates, responds, and interacts can reveal whether she values your presence or is treating you as a convenience. Men who miss these cues often end up over-investing emotionally and materially, which undermines attraction and authority. In this video, we're breaking down 5 unmistakable signs a woman is playing you. Behaviors you need to spot early to maintain your boundaries, energy, and influence. Each sign is rooted in female psychology and modern dating dynamics. Recognizing them allows you to make intelligent decisions about investment, response, and engagement before it's too late. This is not about being cynical or mistrustful. It's about reading behavior, protecting your energy, and maintaining standards. Men who master this skill create attraction, enforce boundaries, and ensure that women who engage with them do so with respect and alignment. 1. She disappears without explanation. Men, the first sign she's playing you for a fool is when she disappears without explanation. One moment she's engaged, texting, or spending time with you, and the next she vanishes without a word. This isn't just forgetfulness or being busy. It's a test of your attention, patience, and emotional availability. Women use disappearance to see how much you'll chase, overthink, or invest in proving your worth. This behavior often starts subtly. She might take longer than usual to reply, cancel plans at the last minute, or go silent for hours without explanation. A man who panics, floods her with messages, or tries to guilt her into responding is failing the test. She's observing your composure and how easily your energy can be manipulated. Your reaction communicates whether you're grounded or easily swayed. The correct response is calm composure and self-respect. Don't chase. Don't overtext. Respect her space while maintaining your own life and priorities. This sends a clear signal that your energy is not negotiable and that her attention is earned, not owed. Women instinctively respect men who have boundaries and don't allow disappearance or games to affect their stability. Another layer of this behavior is pattern recognition. Women who repeatedly disappear without explanation are testing your patience and investment over time. Consistently giving in reinforces a dynamic where she controls your attention and energy. By observing patterns and responding deliberately, you maintain authority and avoid being manipulated. Tone and energy are critical. Disappearance often comes with subtle cues, a casual tone in texts, inconsistent enthusiasm, or selective engagement. How you respond energetically determines whether she sees you as a man with composure or someone whose attention is freely given. Calm neutrality communicates strength and protects attraction. Finally, recognizing disappearance as a manipulation tactic protects your emotional energy. Men who maintain boundaries and respond intentionally avoid over-investing in women who are not aligned or respectful. Women notice when a man's energy is stable and self-directed, and this reinforces attraction and alignment over time. Passing this test doesn't mean being cold. It means maintaining control of your attention, energy, and standards. A man who handles disappearance with calm authority signals that he cannot be played, setting the stage for respect and genuine alignment in the relationship dynamic. 2. She contradicts herself. Men, the second sign she's playing you for a fool is when she frequently contradicts herself. One day she says one thing, and the next she acts in a completely opposite way. This isn't accidental confusion. It's a test to see how much you notice, tolerate, or react. Women often use contradictions to gauge whether a man is attentive, emotionally stable, and willing to adapt his energy to hers. This behavior can show up in small ways. She tells you she's available, but makes last-minute excuses, says she's committed to plans, but then flirts with someone else, or praises your qualities one day and subtly criticizes them the next. Men who take contradictions personally, overanalyze, or react emotionally are giving her exactly the leverage she's testing for. This is about energy and composure, not facts or logic. The correct response is observation and calm neutrality. Notice patterns without overreacting. Don't try to correct, explain, or chase after consistency. Maintain your energy, enforce your boundaries, and let her actions speak louder than words. Women respect men who are grounded, consistent, and aware without being reactive. Contradictions are often accompanied by subtle cues, changes in tone, delayed responses, or selective attention. These are tests of your composure. A man who becomes defensive, insecure, or desperate signals vulnerability, while one who remains composed demonstrates confidence and authority. Your energy communicates far more than your words ever could. Another layer is long-term pattern recognition. If contradictions occur repeatedly, it's a sign she is testing how malleable you are. A man who maintains standards, clarity, and composure passes these silent tests effortlessly. A man who bends, over-explains, or seeks validation signals weakness and invites manipulation. Understanding this behavior also helps you protect your emotional energy. Women who contradict themselves consistently are assessing your investment and willingness to tolerate uncertainty. Recognizing this as a manipulation tactic allows you to respond with authority, rather than being drawn into drama or confusion. Finally, passing this test is about maintaining self-respect and composure. Calm observation, consistent boundaries, and deliberate energy signal that you cannot be played. A man who handles contradictions with clarity and confidence sets the tone for respect and alignment, ensuring his energy is valued rather than manipulated. 3. She flirts with others' men. The third sign she's playing you for a fool is when she flirts with other men while maintaining your attention. This behavior isn't always obvious. It can be subtle texts, lingering comments, or casual interactions designed to make you react. Women often use flirting with others to test your emotional control, jealousy threshold, and whether your energy is easily influenced. This behavior can appear in different ways. She may comment on attractive men in your presence, like or respond to attention from other men on social media, or subtly compare you to others. The goal isn't always conscious. It's a test of your composure and confidence. Men who react emotionally, become possessive, or try to control her behavior fail the test immediately. Those who respond with calm authority pass effortlessly. The key is energy management and boundaries. Your response should demonstrate confidence and composure, not insecurity or jealousy. A calm, measured reaction communicates that your energy is non-negotiable and that her attention must be earned rather than manipulated. Overreacting or policing her behavior signals neediness, which reduces attraction and respect. Another layer is understanding intent versus action. Women may flirt innocently, playfully, or even subconsciously, but repeated patterns are a clear test of your reaction. A man who recognizes the behavior, maintains composure, and reinforces boundaries without drama demonstrates strength and authority. Women instinctively respect men who control their emotional energy rather than letting it be dictated by external stimuli. Subtle cues also matter. Pay attention to tone, context, and consistency. If her flirting is strategic, combined with attention-seeking or boundary-testing behavior, it is a manipulation tactic. Your ability to observe without reacting emotionally preserves your energy and prevents being drawn into unnecessary drama. Finally, passing this test is about maintaining self-respect and composure. Recognize the flirting for what it is, a test, and respond deliberately. Do not chase, plead, or compete for attention. Your calm authority communicates that your energy is valuable and that you cannot be played. Men who master this principle maintain boundaries, reinforce standards, and protect their emotional energy. Women notice composure, confidence, and authority. Flirting with others becomes irrelevant because your energy is self-directed, grounded, and respected. Recognizing and responding correctly ensures that you remain in control, maintain attraction, and filter for women who respect your presence and alignment. 4. She tests your generosity. Men, the fourth sign she's playing you for a fool is when she tests your generosity. This goes beyond simple requests or mutual support. It's about seeing how far she can push your energy, time, or resources before you react. Women often use these subtle tests to measure how malleable you are, how much you prioritize her over yourself, and whether your boundaries are firm. This behavior can show up in multiple ways. She may ask for favors constantly, expect you to drop plans, request expensive gifts, or push for emotional labor beyond reason. Men who respond immediately, overextend, or try to please at all costs fail this test. Overinvestment in these situations communicates desperation, low authority, and lack of boundaries, all of which undermine attraction. The solution is strategic generosity. Give when it aligns with your energy, values, and priorities, not out of fear, guilt, or compulsion. This demonstrates authority and confidence. A man who invests deliberately signals that his time, attention, and resources are valuable and not freely given. Women instinctively respect this energy because it communicates strength and intentionality. Another critical point is observation. Generosity tests are rarely obvious. They often appear as repeated requests or subtle pressures. A man who maintains composure, enforces boundaries, and responds thoughtfully passes the test effortlessly. Those who bend to every demand signal weakness and invite further manipulation. Timing and tone are essential. How you react energetically communicates more than words. Calm neutrality, clarity, and consistency signal that your energy is non-negotiable, while overreaction, pleading, or frantic compliance diminishes respect and attraction. Women instinctively notice who can give without losing themselves and who allows their energy to be drained. Practical application. Assess requests against your priorities and energy. Offer support selectively, set clear boundaries, and communicate deliberately. Do not over-explain, apologize unnecessarily, or sacrifice your standards for temporary approval. This protects your energy while maintaining attraction and respect. Finally, understanding generosity tests allows you to maintain control in interactions. Men who respond intentionally, with composure and authority, preserve their value and avoid being manipulated. Women notice when a man gives selectively and confidently. It creates respect, alignment, and long-term attraction. Passing this test ensures that your energy, time, and resources are valued rather than taken for granted. It reinforces your authority, preserves emotional balance, and filters for women who respect boundaries and align with your standards. 5. She gaslights or twists. Conversations. Men. The fifth and final sign she's playing you for a fool is when she gaslights or twists conversations. Gaslighting is a psychological tactic where she denies, minimizes, or reframes your perception of events to see how you react. Twisting conversations involves redirecting topics, blaming you, or reframing situations to test your composure. Both behaviors are designed to manipulate your energy and gauge whether you're easily influenced. This behavior often appears subtly at first. She might say things like, "You're remembering that wrong," "You're too sensitive," or "You're overreacting" when you call out inconsistencies or assert boundaries. Men who immediately doubt themselves, over-explain, or try to justify their perception fail this test. Women unconsciously look for stability, composure, and authority in these moments. How you handle the challenge determines whether you are seen as a man of presence or as someone easily played. The key is grounded awareness and calm response. Trust your perception and your energy without being reactive. You do not need to argue, justify, or prove yourself. Maintain clarity in your tone, body language, and actions. Women instinctively sense whether a man can maintain composure under psychological testing. Those who do reinforce attraction and respect. Another layer is recognizing patterns. Occasional miscommunication happens naturally, but repeated twisting or denial signals manipulation. Men who notice patterns, enforce boundaries, and maintain calm authority pass this silent test effortlessly. Those who react emotionally or internalize blame invite further manipulation. Tone and timing are critical. Gaslighting or conversational twisting is often accompanied by subtle cues, sarcasm, selective memory, or shifting blame. Your emotional response communicates your energy. Calm neutrality, combined with deliberate boundaries, signals strength and self-respect. Overreacting or attempting to control her perception signals weakness and reduces respect. Practical application. Observe without reacting, trust your judgment, and maintain your standards. Do not internalize blame unnecessarily or bend your perception to align with hers. Set boundaries calmly, enforce them consistently, and allow actions to speak louder than words. This protects your energy and reinforces authority. Finally, understanding gaslighting and conversational manipulation is crucial for long-term respect and alignment. Men who maintain composure, enforce boundaries, and protect their perception of reality signal authority and confidence. Women notice stability and clarity in men who are not easily played, and this naturally creates attraction and alignment. Passing this final test ensures that your energy is respected, your composure remains intact, and your standards are non-negotiable. Recognizing gaslighting and manipulation allows you to maintain authority, protect emotional energy, and filter for women who respect your presence, alignment, and boundaries in the modern dating dynamic. Men, now you know the 5 unmistakable signs a woman is playing you for a fool, disappearing without explanation, contradicting herself, flirting with others, testing your generosity, and gaslighting or twisting conversations. Each of these behaviors is a subtle manipulation designed to test your composure, boundaries, and emotional authority. Recognizing them is critical to protecting your energy, maintaining respect, and preserving attraction. These behaviors are rarely obvious, and most men fail to notice them early. Women often test energy rather than words. They're observing how you respond emotionally, whether your boundaries are firm, and if your presence is grounded. Men who react impulsively, over-explain, chase validation, or compromise their energy fall into patterns that decrease attraction and invite repeated manipulation. Understanding these signs allows you to respond intentionally rather than react. Calm observation, consistent boundaries, and deliberate energy communicate authority and self-respect. Women instinctively respect men who maintain composure and do not allow themselves to be played, and this reinforces attraction and alignment. Consistency is key. These behaviors are often repeated to assess whether you can maintain standards over time. Men who enforce boundaries calmly and consistently pass these tests effortlessly. Those who give in or overreact reinforce a dynamic where their energy is negotiable and their presence is undervalued. Ultimately, mastering these principles is about protecting your energy, maintaining authority, and observing behavior clearly. Engage with women intentionally, respond deliberately, and never allow manipulation to dictate your emotional state. Women are drawn to men who lead their own lives, enforce boundaries, and remain composed under subtle tests. Observe patterns, trust your perception, and act with clarity. Avoid chasing, over-explaining, or bending to appease. Recognizing the 5 signs: disappearance, contradiction, flirting, generosity tests, and gaslighting, allows you to filter for women who are aligned with your standards, respect your energy, and value your presence. Men who master these behaviors maintain composure, authority, and self-respect in every interaction. They attract women who honor their boundaries and align with their values, creating relationships based on respect, mutual investment, and authentic attraction. Protect your energy, enforce your standards, and remain deliberate, and you will never be played for a fool.